Guys. It's a happy Saturday, but as I'm sure everybody knows, we're in a war. Nothing to be happy about there. Not even our war. We're at war with Iran for Israel. It's tough. But we are going to start with some Erika Kirk business. So I have been searching and looking people up, and I came across Tonya Siegrist timeline and Lori Fratzve, and ironically, Erika only shows up on Tanya's, which kind of lends to the fact that she might possibly be Tanya's kid. And then I'm going to show you some pictures. Let's just show you some pictures now. So that's Tonya Lynn. Where do we want to go? So I know a little bit blurry, but that's Tonya, obviously to the right. This is Erika. My God, if they don't look like doppelgangers. Who does? And you got Tonya up here at the top left. That's Tonya. These are both Erika. What do you think? God, I think she looks so much like her. Got Tonya both on the top, Erika both on the bottom. In particular, these two. I mean, she looks just like her. And let's see what they all three look like. I know Tanya's picture's a little blurry, but about the best I could get. I don't know, guys. Seems valid. So, I wrote this down. Tonya Lynn Fratzve was born sorry. Tonya Lynn Fratzve, born December 1969. Erika was born November 20th, 1988. Which, if my math is mathin', that made Tonya 19 and plenty capable of having a daughter at an inconvenient age. But, like I said, when I did the search, Tonya comes up on Lori's timeline, but Erika does not. But Erika comes up on Tanya's. Interesting enough. And wanted to show you So that was the other possibility, which I don't think is. That's Auntie Carla with Jack Solomon. Jack Solomon. Tell you about Jack Solomon. So it's by the Desert News. It should also be noted that UVU used to be known as UVSC, but it is the same university where Jack Solomon is Erika's uncle by marriage. He was married to Carla, or is married to Carla, where he is Jewish, as evidenced by his longtime involvement in fostering Jewish-Mormon relations through board membership at the Center of Jewish Studies at Utah Valley State College, now UVU, his funding of the Zion Gate, the Jewish Community Cemetery, the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, also donating money to help build the synagogue of Montessori in Salt Lake City in 1903. Good God, he must be old. When the synagogue was dedicated then to LDS Church, President George Fielding Smith gave an address. So that is Uncle Jack, married to Auntie Carla. Erika Young. Oh, I think she looks more like Tonya than she does Lori. I came across that. That would be JD Vance. All his glory. Kind of unreal. Right. That's what I'm thinking, team. Talk about keeping it in the family. Yikes. Yes. Yikes. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Really and truly. Here you got, yeah, our amazing president. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can't make this up. You can't make it up, guys, and you can't make it make sense. That's the two common themes with these people. And over here, watch what these guys are saying about the fabulous war that we're in, that they believe Charlie would be all about. See up here? Charlie Kirk show, which is odd. I mean, for the love of God, take his name off the damn show. The new Charlie Kirk show has concluded that if Charlie Kirk were alive, he would have supported President Trump's decision to bomb Iran. Bullshit. They suggest that Kirk might privately feel upset, but publicly support the president. He would have trusted the president and tried to calm people down. Can't make it up. Lake Neff speed. Liars. Don't they? I agree, Anna. Yes, constantly. Do you ever feel like they are quite literally going against every single thing that Charlie stood for? Every single thing, right down to this war. That was the last thing that he did before he was took out. It's like they're almost in your face. Like, it's, it's sick. It's seriously, it's some kind of weird shit with these people that, I mean, you can't make it up. This guy. He definitely was. So you casually walked away, Mikey. I like how they talk like they knew him and they were such good friends to him. With friends like that, who needs enemies? It's so gross. I mean, ugh. It's gross. And I don't know if y'all seen, all of a sudden they went from not talking about Tyler Robinson's trial at all to now it is like a mission to try and convince everybody on X that Tyler Robinson is the right guy and his parents turned him in. And every time you debunk them or tell them something different, they just change the narrative or twist your words. It's, it's really so annoying. These people are literally so annoying. Always putting ourselves out on camera saying shit and then getting caught up in lies. We can go with so many examples here. No. I've got to point out now where I'm thinking they told him yeah, I agree. Absolutely. And he said, I will not be bullied. So I think 100% you're right. And now, yeah, I will not be bullied. And they seen he quite literally was not going to be bullied and they weren't going to have that. And this is J.D. Vance prior to. I mean, they can't be bigger hypocrites. I didn't see it. Thank you. And that's why he isn't here anymore, because he was so effective. And in my opinion, allegedly, Bibi needed this. He had to have it. Trump's over there swinging on his nuts. Putting all of our military people in jeopardy. Are we, though? Not today. Not today, JD. Not today. Erika Kirk again. It's almost surreal to think, like, this timing, just to look at the dates and how Charlie felt about it then, and then the fact that we're here where we are now. I mean, they couldn't even wait. They couldn't even wait a good enough time. I mean, not that there would ever be a good time, but going unnoticed because so much other news is happening, but the war drums are beating again in DC. The warmongers worry this is their last chance to get the White House, or white whale, they've been chasing for 30 years. An all-out regime change war against Iran. A new Middle East war would be a catastrophic mistake. Yeah, I suspect it's going to be. At what cost? At what cost? For who? Bibi? Uber. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. He does. Bibi needs something bad. Nothing. He has done nothing that he said he was going to do or stay away from. Actually, another clip. Now, do you believe since September of last year, Charlie's stance on this would have changed so drastically? Not even been a year. But there they are sitting in his podcast with his name, inferring they believe he would have went with it. Bullshit. It is. It's hard to see the government. When are they ever going to put us first? When are they going to stop shoving this shit down our throat? You can't go on X without seeing, if you're not all about this, you hate Jews. I don't hate Jews, but I don't want to be in this war either. Doesn't mean I hate them. It means Bibi's a bully. Hi in the UK. How are y'all feeling in the UK about all this? Happen. Are you kidding me? Okay, so apparently I just pulled a Baron. Firing my producer. Okay. I am totally firing the producer, which is my daughter, by the way. Well, since you couldn't hear me, I agreed with you, Anna. Most everything. Well, actually everything. It's off. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I pulled a Baron.
Out the regime. It's time for us to close the chapter on the Iranian.
I just want to say I was feeling pretty confident there. You did me dirty. You did me dirty, daughter.
Ayatollah and his henchmen and start a new chapter in the Middle East. And that sounds good, doesn't it? But what have we learned when it comes to wars, and especially wars in the Middle East? What you draw up on a whiteboard rarely happens. What you think theoretically is going to occur, there might be unintended and unforeseen consequences, especially when you're talking about a country 2.5 times the size of Texas. It has 90 million people and was an ancient and great power with well over a dozen ethnic groups. You have underground Christians. You don't really have many Jews left in Persia. But also you have secular younger Persians. Who's going to run the country exactly, Lindsey Graham? This sounds like Hillary Rodham Clinton in Libya.
He was so intelligent and such a force. That is the reason he is not sitting here today. Is because they knew that Charlie would find a way to prevent this. What makes me wonder, was this the ultimate goal? Makes me wonder, it makes me sick all at the same time.
So I'm pointing to the first extreme right now, the neoconservative extreme. The we must go take off the head of the snake right now. Play cut 285.
Be all in, President Trump, in helping Israel eliminate the nuclear threat. If we need to provide bombs to Israel, provide bombs. If we need to fly planes with Israel, do joint operations. But here's the bigger question. Wouldn't the world be better off if the Ayatollahs went away and replaced by something better? Wouldn't Iran be better off? It's time to close the chapter on the Iranian Ayatollah and his henchmen. Let's close that chapter soon and start a new chapter in the Mideast, one of tolerance, hope, and peace.
Okay, that sounds good, but that's pathologically insane. I'm sorry, it is. How do you know it's going to be better? Yeah, the Ayatollah is awful, but maybe he's one of the few guys that can keep that country together and not have a 90 million person civil war. Lindsey Graham is so consistently out of his mind, it's hard to even comprehend. Iran is hugely diverse. It is a massive country. Do the people agitating for war
so young, and I think it's so striking to watch his beginning college debates on how much pushback he had, and then it got to the point where he was going to these debates and he really didn't have too many people debating him. It was more people in line trying to just agree with him, really. So he was definitely he was something. Oh, that's awesome. He would be happy. He would definitely be happy to hear that. For the record, I'm not in his age range either, but we love him nonetheless.
Even know that? Because be clear, regime change is war. Just to understand, regime change is not like changing the head coach at the Chicago Bears. It's not how it works. It's not like a clean transfer. Typically in the Mideast, it's very messy, creates a quagmire, and then there is civil war. Do you understand how large Iran is? It's massive. It's a very big country. It's mountainous. It makes Afghanistan and Iraq look like a cakewalk. Just look at...
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that I just heard a video where they've already taken out the second to the top, like, biblical dude. So this is gonna get really yucky, I suspect, and can't help but think of just Trump up there just outright saying, yep, people are gonna die. Innocent people are gonna die. Our own people are gonna die. For what? For what? When has Iran been bothering us? They haven't. They've been that's Bibi whispering in his ear. Oh, this is this. Oh, they got this going on. All bullshit. Found this funny.
An Iranian missile has reportedly just hit Tel Aviv, Israel. She says, pray. So far, 7 injured in the center. 1 in moderate condition, and 6 slightly wounded. Pray for who? We're praying for Iran. I don't know about you guys, but check this out.
And the Israelis. I think that's what the calculation now is. Regime preservation. Could you get a more pragmatic figure presiding over this regime?
I mean, I could not
Sure.
imagine.
Aaron, I just want to break in for a moment because we're looking at live pictures in the air over Tel Aviv, and obviously, as many people know or maybe don't know, there is an Iron Dome that Israel uses as its missile defense system, and we're seeing it working now. But in some places and instances, it does not work, and I believe this is one missile feasibly that has broken through the Iron Dome.
And if our politicians think that because they sent us, our sons and daughters, over into Israel, that we're going to now support Israel? No, we're going to continue to support Iran, and we're going to tell our boys, our brothers and sisters to come home. Resign. Get the hell out of there. You don't owe this government a goddamn thing. There is nothing honorable about dying in Israel for God's chosen people, right? By God's chosen people, I mean all of them, right? There's enclaves of them. They're dual citizens, and your ass is over there. They haven't called home all of their dual citizens. If you're a dual citizen Israeli, you can get the fuck out and go fight your own goddamn war and trade places with our boys, right? Send them all back. You want to have dual citizenship, then go fucking earn it. Get the fuck out of our country and go fight. So no, we're not going to shut our mouths, and we're not going to quit cheering for Iran. Our boys need to come home. We need to get them the fuck out of there now. Do you remember what they did to this soldier? Maybe some people will fill you in. Drop some comments below if you guys remember what happened to this soldier when he said this.
And we have here somebody who actually did just go vote for Ron Paul, a first-time caucus voter, Corporal Jesse Thorson, who is 28 years old, and you are active duty U.S. Army. Why did you vote for Ron Paul?
Well, I'm really excited about a lot of his ideas, especially when it comes to bringing the soldiers home. I've been serving for 10 years now, and all 10 years of those have been during wartime. I'd like to see a little peacetime army, and I think he has the right idea.
Now, you have done 2 tours in Afghanistan. You told me you're going to go back for a 3rd tour. I mean, if you can see your neck right there, what you have on your tattoo, 9/11, remember, and a picture of the Twin Towers. You know, some Republicans out there have been saying that Ron Paul would be very dangerous for this country because he wants to bring troops like you back from your post from all over the world.
Well, I think it would be even more dangerous to start nitpicking wars with other countries. Someone like Iran. Israel is more than capable of.
Professionals. They're the professionals. Not these stupid fucks sitting up in the White House and wherever Bibi sits. What the hell? Just go ahead and put innocent people out there because, you know, human sacrifice is not shit to these people. Nothing. It's so much chaos going on. That's right. God's chosen people wouldn't. You are absolutely right. It's so disgusting. It does not make me proud to be an American at this point. And I think at this point, voting is like pick your best poison. Oh, thanks. I'm good. I am totally good on that. The new Charlie. Oh, I didn't even notice that. They named it the new Charlie Kirk show. These guys. I wonder if Andrew Colvett sitting there at the Charlie Kirk show, if his brothers are over fighting in this war. It makes me so sad, and I am so grateful that none of my sons are in the military. And it hurts my heart for the people that do have, or that has been called to. This is so unnecessary. So unnecessary. Yeah. Leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. I mean, he was so level-headed. He really was. Until he started getting bullied. And once he started getting bullied, he was like, oh, wait. What? No. I'm afraid not. Definitely can't vote our way out of it. But I think if everybody keeps doing what they're doing, and that is speaking up, and I don't know about you, but I'll get on X and just, as much as they put out campaigns to slam Candace and do what they do, in fact, I got in trouble yesterday on X. I got reported from Laura Loomer. And mind you, I said the exact same words back to her that she was saying about Tucker Carlson. And yeah, I got in trouble. But I go on there and I hit them nonstop. I'm not having none of this. You're not going to sit here and look at this crazy lady.
Sorry, this is a little bit more informal than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet. I didn't know they...
Mind you, it's not even been 2 weeks. I would be beside myself.
I do that. I hate Zoom. I never like Zoom. Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to say first and foremost, my heart obviously is broken for you guys as much as it is for our family. You guys lost not only a boss, but someone that you looked up to, someone that you believed in his mission, that you also that you loved. You loved listening to his show. You loved hearing his wisdom on things. I'm sure some of you have also had very personal moments of where you sat down and
I will never understand. Nothing. Nothing is ever going to make me understand why the outcome had to be this, and how it's so seemingly, in my opinion, there's so many people that was in his inner circle that did not have his best interest at heart. None of them. And in my opinion, it's including her. They have a bigger picture and a fight to go for in, when I do believe that the little place the size of Jersey was involved too. And I don't know if you've watched any of my past episodes, but I've shown, as I sit here, I can't think of the name of the program that's at UVU, that a whopping $200 million was donated to August 28th. I mean, you can't make this shit up. But that now they're on this whole campaign of Tyler Robinson is guilty. He wouldn't be sitting there. Oh, his DNA. Yeah. Oh, because we're stupid and we don't suspect our government of being shady at all. What? No, not us. FBI, they're top notch. Dan Bongino, podcaster, FBI, back to podcaster. I wholeheartedly believe he is still working under the FBI, just online now. Oh, actually, Stu Peters actually had
going to be most passionate. It's no secret that Dan Bongino is actively trying to get Candace Owens killed right now. He left his post as the deputy director of the FBI, where prior to taking that position, he said that he was going to be most passionate about protecting Israel. Not child sex trafficking networks, not real criminals that are hurting Americans, but instead...
Do you ever feel like we live in Bizarro world? We're going to protect Israel. Everything. These people are on here, on the record, saying we are going to protect Israel. We are going to protect Israel. From what? And why are you shoving it down our throat? Why?
He was passionate about protecting Israel. So he spent, 9 months there doing that, protecting a child trafficking syndicate, protecting the government, the Trump administration, and everyone else that's implicated in the military operation that took out Charlie Kirk. And now he's...
You think Candace was groomed? Okay, what's a congratulations on? So, and are you saying that you think Candace was groomed or Erika? Thank you, Matthew. Hi, Matthew. That's right. Truth is scary, but it has to be told. That's just all there is to it. The truth is scary, but it's got to be told. How are you, Matthew? And if we're not the ones that are telling it, the mainstream media is not going to tell it. And if they do say anything, they're going to spin it in the way that they always spin it, with the bullshit that they always spin. I think a lot more people are starting to see the light and know that our government is not our government. Our government is being ran by Bibi. I mean, the sheer amount of death that's going to come from this. Ugh. Lord, good God, I cannot stress to you. This lady is like nails on a chalkboard to me. Yeah, I think Erika was too. Loomer is loony. Everything. She is just going ham all day long. Just going at it about everything that has nothing to do with she just twisting everybody's words. Tucker Carlson does not hate Jews. Tucker Carlson is the most humble, kind person you could possibly ever meet. And that brings me to Mike Huckabee. That is the ambassador of the United States, title-wise, because really let's just keep it real. He defended Israel more than he did the United States. I'm thinking maybe we ought to get him out of there. And how did this happen overnight? Did they have a vote in the middle of the night? Where was Congress? I want to know. I want to know. They'll spin their narrative and try to convince us that, Iran was a big threat with nuclear weapons and the same tired ass shit that's always spun. I mean, did everybody vote on this? You reckon? Last night? And then just today, they just decided we're going to drop bombs and... I mean, it's unreal. Really unreal. And this concerns me with this Dan Bongino, because he already looks like a flippin' nutcase. I know, I'm sorry, Matthew. I love Tucker, too. Tucker is so... I mean, there's just so many great words that you can say about him. I love that they did him dirty before getting over there. He was trying to make amends with Bibi. He was trying, and they did everything they could to bully him before getting there, to bully him when he got there, to hold his people up, their passports. And that's Mike Huckabee. That's our U.S. ambassador. There was a time that I would have loved to have gone to go to Israel. Not a chance in hell would I ever. You wouldn't catch me on a plane going to Israel for nothing. Not unless there's a complete change over there. No way in hell. They're infiltrating our churches. It just can't, it's not enough that you have control over the majority of everything, but now you got to get control over TikTok and the social media, Paramount. What was the new one? I can't think of it. There's a new one that they just bought. I can't think of it. Oh, he didn't. No, he just made a bunch of excuses. No, Dan looking a little scary. I don't know if they're doing that on purpose or what the deal is, but he is like off. He's unhinged. He's unhinged. My guy was on there doing karate. Yeah. But when Candace, if you guys know, if you're Candace fans, then you know that she had a hit put out on her before, since Charlie's death, from France. And because she's speaking up about this Charlie Kirk, our government did nothing. The FBI would not even call her back, and it was verified proof. It was like millions of dollars that was paid to people on the ground here. They did nothing to protect her. Makes you proud to be a U.S. citizen, doesn't it? And now we have her being threatened again.
He's been reassigned, still on the federal payroll, but reassigned back to the Rumble war zone, to that battlefield, which if you look at the SEC filings for Rumble, it's no secret why he's there and why he's pushed and why he's at the top of the page all of the time on the homepage at Rumble, because when you look at the SEC filings, you will find BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. You will find Howard Lutnick as a major Rumble investor, and of course Dan Bongino that has over $100 million in Rumble stock. And he kept that, by the way, while he was the deputy director of the FBI, allegedly, purportedly serving Americans, which of course he wasn't doing. And now he's trying to activate a killer to get Candace Owens murdered. He and a cadre of other influencers are running a very coordinated campaign, which was exposed on X. You can see the screenshots of all of these accounts saying the same thing about Candace Owens being evil and demonic. The objective here is to get Candace Owens killed. The objective here is to churn up and radicalize somebody to go and carry out a murder of Candace Owens. That's what this is. And Dan Bongino is the Fed on the federal payroll with hundreds of millions of dollars in Rumble stock being pushed to the forefront of X by Elon Musk, being pushed to the top of the Rumble homepage by Chris Pavlowski to pull this off, to radicalize somebody to get Candace Owens killed. It's demonic.
And if you're on X, I don't know if you're on X, but it is so predictable. They got caught this time. Obviously, they got caught red-handed with the campaign to slander Candace and try and destroy her. Candace is not going to back down. She's not going to, and I love her. I do. Like, she is my favorite. But I fear for her. These people are nasty. They're nasty. Look at Charlie. Look at Charlie. And I think about all the information that we've learned the days leading up, or weeks even, leading up to his death, and him texting the people that he trusted, that he knew he was going to die. They are going to kill me. Who's they? This is not. They think we're dumb. Terrell Farnsworth sitting over there doing a selfie video seconds after the Big Bang. And what's he said? They shot Charlie. They shot Charlie. Who's they? Even their own people are saying they. And then they come back out and try to clean it up. Frank Turek, damage control. And it pisses me off about Frank Turk too, by the way, because I'm from Cookeville, Tennessee. And Frank Turk infiltrated our church. We had no idea who Frank Turk was, obviously, not in 21. And I actually have his book signed by him. I don't have enough faith to be an atheist. It's so disturbing to me that they're quite literally plotting and infiltrating everything and everywhere. You don't have X, you're probably not missing. I mean, if you're one that get angry, because I get pissed off, especially when I see them just nonsensical, just going ham, just nonstop, just nonsensical. It is literally a campaign. So if you don't have X, I am going to show you where this was a campaign. That a leaked internal email from Turning Point USA instructs staff to label Candace Owens evil and demonic, and quite literally every single post, and you'll see that they have their instructions for each person on there, what to be, key words to be saying and using. They quite literally did it by the book. Like, we're too stupid to know that this is what's happening. Okay, we might not have knew who it came from originally, but we knew it was happening. And then the whole push in the narrative of, you don't have X, look who's crazy coming up right from the rip. In my opinion, allegedly. Crazy Laura Loomer. So now she's on here yapping. Iran fired the missile that struck the school. Laura, no missiles would be being fired if we didn't come over there and invade them. It is. It's let down. Ian. I don't know if you know Ian. Ian rocks. Ian Carroll is the man. There's Candace. Yes. Remember when they tried to gaslight us last June by calling us Hanakins and claiming we were lying about serial killer Bibi Netanyahu aims? The only reason this war didn't begin last June was because of Charlie. They eliminated that reason on September the 10th. So sad. Ian just posted that. Good God. But I might get killed for posting this. Don't. Hope not.
But an eighth front war called the Jews against Rome. Rome and Jerusalem clashed over values with a great tragedy for the Jewish people. So we lost that one. We have to win the next one. But the new Rome, the United States, Jews against Rome.
We stopped playing defense and have moved to offense.
The weapons change over time. You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well.
But we need the kind of genius that manufactured Apollo gold pagers and infiltrated Hezbollah for over a decade to prepare for this battle.
But we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are the social media.
Because the next war will be decided based on how Israel and its allies perform online as much as offline.
This is the eighth front, the disinformation campaign.
It is actually this eighth front where our enemies believe they can actually defeat the Jewish state.
This is the kind of ingenuity and inventiveness that have always been a hallmark of the state of Israel, that have always been a characteristic of the Jewish people. I know we can do it.
A lot of this is done with money.
Invested billions and billions of dollars in the information battlefield.
Money of NGOs, vast. Money of governments, vaster.
We prohibit harmful stereotypes about Jewish people, such as claims that Jews control financial, political, or media institutions.
You're damn right we're going to cancel them and deplatform them.
We monitor them online, social media, messaging apps, video games, cryptocurrency.
Hitler admirers, Stalin admirers, Jew haters.
Podcasts, short-form video, Wikipedia, LLM.
American haters, Churchill haters.
We monitor these people and we share the intelligence with the FBI.
You think your stupid little podcast is going to change the world like hell it is.
Social media, this is the new battlefield.
You don't get to rap your psychotic, mental, unhinged Nazi.
We do not allow Holocaust denial and distortion.
And the most important purchase that is going on right now is
TikTok.
TikTok. TikTok, number one.
For every 30 minutes that someone watches TikTok, they become 17% more anti-Semitic.
So you have TikTok just smashing our young people's brains all day long with video of carnage in Gaza.
We really have a TikTok problem.
Because anything that we try to say to them, they are hearing it through this wall of carnage, and I sound obscene.
Anti-Zionism is just Jew hatred.
We made a change.
We updated our policies
to designate the use of the term Zionist
to recognize that the term Zionist
as a proxy for a protected attribute
can be used as a proxy.
Is it not crazy that they're going such great lengths to infiltrate our social media, our televisions, why? What is your obsession? Wiping out and ethnically cleansing Gaza wasn't enough. You got to take over everything, everywhere. And Trump is such a disappointment to me. I mean, the first go around, I truly thought he really had backbone and was going to make a difference. But this go around, it's like a totally different person. It is not the same dude that we voted in the first time.
For Jews and Israelis
as hate speech.
Why can't Israel be doing some sort of, counterintelligence?
Right now, the ADL is co-writing Sunday school curriculum.
Information warfare like this.
It's building the technology to train the LLMs more effectively.
Like psychological operations in America.
As part of a robust framework to combat anti-Semitism, we have industry-leading policies designed with the safety of the Jewish community in mind.
You're right, we control the media. So what are you going to do about it? You're going to bitch on Twitter? Like, okay. Meanwhile, we're going to control more of the media.
And working with OpenAI, with Alphabet, with Anthropic, with Meta, with Microsoft, we are working with them now to train the LLMs.
We also have, I think, over 24 Jewish organizations that are constantly feeding us intelligence and information.
So number one, we measure and track. Number two, we monitor and disrupt. We have a whole apparatus. I have 40 analysts working full-time, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, monitoring extremists.
Monitoring campuses, digital networks, active
extremists. But that's not extreme? This is not your country. What the hell? This is not your country. But we're the extremists? Look, I'm okay with Jewish people living here. But I'm not okay with them controlling our country. What the hell?
Activist groups and public officials.
We have several PhDs on staff. We have a network of academics and scholars we work with around the country.
I've talked to the leaders of AI in the world, and you ask yourself, there's so many blessings in this, but there could be a curse.
First thing a country needs to do is to unify all of their data so it can be consumed and used by the AI model.
We need to invest in intelligence to understand who are the anti-Semites, who's funding them, what's their plans, who are the leaders. And then once we have that, we can define who is an enemy we can attack.
You have to take all of your healthcare data, your diagnostic data, your genomic data. We have to take all of this data we have in our country and move it into a single, if you will, unified data platform.
Once we have all this information, we need to empower and mobilize an ecosystem of many organizations that we can incentivize them to work together, to share, and to fight against our common enemies.
Mobilizing millions of people, of allies that are quietly by our side.
Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
You know, anti-Semites, most of these people running around, we're not going to win their hearts and minds because they don't have hearts and they don't have minds. So, you know, how are we going to, there's no reason to think we're ever going to convince them, but we can deport them, we can put them in jail, we can make their lives miserable, we can cut off their funding.
You've got all these
conspiracy theorists online going on and on and on about how, if you try and say anything, if you try and do anything against Jews, they're going to come after you.
We have featured more than 1,000 anti-Semites.
And they're going to destroy you and take away your business, and therefore you have to be really, really scared.
These Jew haters have faced real consequences, including firings, suspensions, and expulsions.
And it's kind of starting to become true.
We will shine a light on you that will follow you for the rest of your life. When you look for a job, when you look for a spouse, when you look for a nanny, when you look for anything.
And I love that.
Oh,
I love it.
We remove hate speech against Zionists when these harmful stereotypes about Jews are invoked.
In the past 12 months, ADL's filed more lawsuits than in the prior 112 years.
Over the weekend, I received concerning news that I was being sued for $5 million.
Vicious, communist, racist, Jew-hating, Israel-bashing monster.
Defendant frequently posts anti-Israel rhetoric accusing Israel of controlling the United States.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wonder if I'll get a cease and desist. I don't care. I'm like, Ian, it has to be said. But I do hope Ian stays safe, because Ian is he is definitely out there making a difference.
And its politicians.
We at the ZOA will fight these dangerous and monstrous lies with all of our hearts and souls. No appeasement, no conciliation, only a war against this racist hatred of the Jewish people.
When there is a war, it doesn't matter who your enemy is. You need to destroy their offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
What you're trying to do is you want to corral your victim, but in fact, your countries are the victim. So you dehumanize a group of people in human society, and you prepare them for the kill, for the butchery.
A government can do in 2 months more than any organization can do in its lifetime.
The J7 is comprised of the 7 largest diaspora communities. We meet every other week via Zoom to share information, to share best practices.
And we're running everything all the time, from focus groups to attitudinal surveys to randomized controlled trials to identify what interventions work most effectively.
Finally, we have meetings that are some off the record, some on the record, with world leaders, in which we share our community's concerns and call for action.
The entire education system in this country, from K through 12 and colleges, must be reformed.
But it's time to limit the First Amendment in order.
I don't know about y'all, but I personally, my kids were and I have one left in school, and she's homeschooled. Yeah, you're not infiltrating my kids. This is bad enough. This is scary. It is a whole ass campaign targeting us. For what reason? What reason? I thought this was the United States of America. Land of the free, home of the brave. What the hell? What is this?
To protect it.
The way we solve anti-Semitism is pretty goddamn simple.
Take control over what they are saying.
Send their ass to jail. It's not complicated.
And quickly before it's too late.
We're monitoring political Islamists and Christian nationalists, all of them. And then we train. We're the largest trainer of law enforcement in America. Extremism hate. We train 20,000 officers every year.
Try that again.
Here, because of the comments made online about the Jewish community.
We deeply value our partnership with law enforcement. We've been working with them literally since the FBI was founded in the 1930s.
So is that your account?
That guy who consistently calls for the death of all Palestinians, that can probably incite somebody to do something radical. That's all we're here to talk about. I would think, to refrain from posting things like that.
We are going to have a whole division within the office of the Special Envoy to combat anti-Semitism that is going to work on technology.
We must take all of our technological expertise and all of our available resources to develop methods to launch and win a significant counter-information campaign.
The products of our technical capacities and sometimes technical and intelligence genius. And we're happy to do it.
The office is going to be revamped entirely to be one of the highest profile offices in the State Department.
Because it's not working. Too many young people have never heard of the Holocaust.
The only solution right now is for the governments to decide that all the Jews are a protected minority. That means that the government will be obliged to provide the security.
Upgrades to security. Jewish community shouldn't have to be paying for it. But we have to pay for our own armed guards? Are you serious?
To fund institutions, culture, and that everybody in Europe will learn about the Jewish contribution and why they should cherish Jewish presence.
All your synagogues, all your shul, all paid for. Everything that you need is paid for. I, for one, as a Jewish leader, will no longer talk about anti-Semitism in isolation from Israel. It's what we want immediately. If you ask any Jew, what do you want? What do you want? No more protests. No more protests.
I'm not an anti-Semite. I just don't like the government of Bibi Netanyahu. No, you're a Jew hater.
Would a group be banned if it accuses Israel of genocide or apartheid?
If those criteria are satisfied, then that is the case.
Any candidate running for a seat in this building, whether for Congress or Senate, we will target them as they target us. Accordingly, we will start a fund to help their opponents.
Beginning already in Q1, hedge funds get set up in Israel so we can become another capital of finance. I'll argue we will beat London within a short decade as the second capital of finance. It's going to be New York as a gateway to America, Hong Kong a gateway to China, Dubai a gateway to Southeast Asia, and Israel as a gateway to other parts of the world.
So we heard earlier about a mission, a goal to bring 1 million immigrants to Israel.
History has proven that when a country starts with allowing anti-Semitism, the results are not kind to that country.
I want to make a warning to somebody else, and that's American Gentiles. The minute your country is taken over by anti-Semitism, the minute you start to be a country that's not blessing Israel but cursing Israel, you have begun the process of shrinking away from your empire.
And you can decide, you can stay here in New York in a declining empire, or you can come to Israel, which is part of the rising middle of the world, which is moving south and east. That's what I encourage you to do.
Our faith in the American project itself has been shaken. The only serious answer to this challenge is to believe again that being Jewish is the most important thing in the world.
When we're kicked out of America and America, the whole thing is done, the whole American Jewish project is done, we're gonna be fine.
For decades, American society allowed Jews to live normal lives. This was a pleasant holiday from our destiny. The holiday is over.
The Western culture that stands against the Jews is going down. The West will survive only if it decides to love itself and if it decides to love us, the Jewish people.
The Jewish people are not normal. We never really were.
And now that Israel has turned the entire geopolitical situation on its head, our job in the diaspora is to leverage those wins and win here. Do to our enemies here what Israel did to its enemies there.
That's crazy.
And to the world, I say this: history will not remember those who merely denounced hatred in polite language. History will remember those who acted.
This is a small bunch of wannabe Nazis. That's what they are.
Anti-Semitism is pure evil.
If we have to hunt you down the way they hunted down Nazis for decades, we will find your identities, we will find you, we will achieve justice.
I think we're at the cusp of a new age, because I think that we will achieve the expansion of peace. I think that we are in a new age because I think that the possibilities of technology, with their risks, especially in AI, but with their positive benefits, are enormous in every field. I mean, from agriculture to health to transportation to, and I think that we are together, we can lead this and become not a secondary power, but a primary power.
Jesus. That is quite literally unreal. Yeah, expansion of peace? What? Peace for who? You? And torment for what? Everybody else? What the hell? I don't know about where you live, but I I don't see people walking around the streets saying I hate Jews and whatever. It's just never been a topic until, you know, they could, in my opinion, allegedly was part of Charlie Kirk's demise. They are literally taking over everything, and it makes so much sense because if you start researching anything like investigating into Charlie's death, UVU, or not even just UVU, but the whole state of Utah is so infiltrated with craziness. I mean, just shit that you just can't believe. And then you try to wrap your head around that. And when they say they have control over the healthcare, the media, the social media, aerospace, banking, the list goes on and on. They're not going to be happy until everybody bends a knee. I know. I had no idea, to be honest with you. I had no clue until Charlie was killed, and then I started looking into it. And I used to be an investigator, so I'm capable of running a lot of things. And you would not believe the scary. Everything is special ops there. Intel ops, special ops. They're for some reason they target Mormons. I don't know why, but it's scary. Oh no. They do. They target some reason. I don't know what it is. I'm a Christian, but I don't know what it is about the Mormon faith that they are really big on targeting. And it's happening all over there. It's really scary. What part of Utah, if you don't mind me asking? I don't want to trash talk Jews, just so it's said, Howie. I'm not trash talking Jews by no means. Nor do I want to. And I have no hate in my heart for people in general. I mean, I have anger and some rage. I mean, people can only take so much. I don't hate Jewish people. But that is a problem. I mean, his title on that is Every American Must Watch This Video to Understand Who is Actually at War with Who right now. And then he says, I might get killed for posting this. We live in the United States of America where speech is supposed to be free. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm actually planning to come there. And I was going to fly into Salt Lake City. I'll be honest with you. I've been like looking at the air flights, and I'm a little hesitant because shit is crazy there. And evil is real. And you know what? Evil is everywhere. It's here too. Did you? Hmm. Do you, I mean, and just asking your opinion, do you believe Tyler Robinson did this? Yeah, no, me neither. And I think, sadly, there's not going to be nothing that we can do to help him. No matter how, I mean, and we have so many voices out here speaking out, and you can't make it make sense. This 22-year-old kid, by sheer luck, did not find out a week in advance and plan this out and execute it flawlessly. That narrative just doesn't work when you have so many other things that are known with the threats on Charlie's life and just so much other rhetoric that went with that. And I don't even know why we're having this conversation right now. Why are people not in jail that belong in jail? Yeah, I kind of thought that too. Yeah, he's definitely a patsy. Same with Brian Cole Jr. I mean, I don't know if you know who he is, but they're blaming him for the pipe bombing. Mind you, he's highly autistic, and his mugshot has a picture of him with his headphones around his neck. Now, in what world do you live in that, you know, that you're allowed to have your headphones on when you take a mugshot? No, he didn't. Absolutely did not. 100% agree with you there. He's sitting right over there. I don't know if you watch Jimmy Dore. Well, not to mention Ian. Ian has released a lot on the Epstein, not to mention he made the whole web thing. But Jimmy Dore found a file today that showed medical records prior to where he had his prostate removed, and then the so-called autopsy is showing that he has one. Make that make sense. Can't. He's alive and well, and I don't believe Maxwell's in prison either. No. Living the life. Yes. So another sacrifice yet again. And then if you factor in that the fact that the Tennessee plant explosion could be a possibility in all of this with Charlie Kirk, that's 16 more. Where does it end? Yeah, she's gone. That is not her. It wasn't her at that deposition. Yeah. It's terrifying. It is terrifying to think that our government won't protect us. Our government isn't protecting us. And if you go against anything that they're trying to do or the narrative that they're trying to spin, then you're just collateral damage. Look at that. That's unreal. I cannot tell you how much shit I have brought up and looked at, and if you go on Farah, they're openly saying that they're doing this. How is that okay? You can just go and pull any Farah registration. They're on a campaign right now as we speak, which is probably what the video was just about. And that is to completely take over. They want all of us to bend the knee. Again, I don't hate Jewish people, but the last time I checked, this is a free country. We are free to believe in what God we believe in. Whether you're Muslim, whether you're Jewish, whether you're Christian, whether you're Catholic. these people, it's almost like cultish, like they want to be worshipped. It's wrong. It's not going to be long before our speech is limited on all these platforms, really. I see it coming, probably rather quick. Ah, yeah. Oh. Got another one. I don't know if it's the same video or not. From Australia. Don't see the video, Ian. Relax, Ian. Yeah, Israel loves it, but Trump is the boss. That's a joke. And they call us the hateful one. Just because we want the truth. We just want to know the truth. Make it make sense. You're feeding us some bullshit narrative that no one believes. Nobody believes it. The only people, if you scroll through X, the only people on here that actually believe that official narrative with Charlie Kirk is the people involved, in my opinion, allegedly. It's a fact. Nobody else believes that shit. And this kid, unfortunately, is going to be the one that has to pay. Yes, impossible by the US of A. Yes, they do. You are 100% right. Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Egypt, they want it all. Yeah, including us. Yeah, a lot of it is propaganda. Most of it, that's all they do is spread it. That's why they wanted TikTok so bad. One distraction after another for whatever reason, because, you know, so many nasty people in the government is in the Epstein files. Which is on a whole nother level. I mean, we know from the files that he worked for the little place the size of New Jersey. We know this. He worked for them. And he violated so many freaking people. In what world do we live in that you protect pedos like that? The victims aren't victims. They can't, I mean, and they just keep getting re-victimized and re-victimized. They can't get any, they can't catch a break. And I seen Clinton went and did his, whatever you want to call it. He just lied like a rug. That's all he did. He lied like a rug. I did not touch that woman. Liar. We have pictures of you with multiple people. In my personal opinion, this is me. I'm not, because it's literally pick your poison. I feel like if you're voting now, if maybe Thomas Massey got up there and was running or something like that, might change my mind. And I'm not even. I don't have a party anymore because you can't believe anything that you're told. We need an independent person to run. Because you're literally just picking a poison on going to the voting polls. And that's even if they let whatever your vote doesn't even matter anyway, because 90% of the time they got that shit rigged anyways. It's insane. I love that. Very title of that. The lives of American heroes may be lost. We may have casualties. That happens in war. What happened to him? Oh, that sucks. I had never voted up until the last the last 2 election actually. No, my bad, 3. No, I did not vote for Biden. And what about that creepy shit? Is Biden Biden? Is Biden still alive? What about Jim Carrey? What the hell is going on in this? It's like they're really trying to mess with our heads. And I love Baron Coleman. If y'all watch Baron Coleman, he rocks. Oh, good God. And see, I don't know how they're posting that on X. That is on X as a post, but I call Laura Loomer a cunt, and I got in trouble. She was bashing Tucker. Right. That's what it feels like. Yeah. Rocks. But we got quite a few good ones that when they're on their broadcasting, I trust every single one of them. Every single one of them. Candace Barron, even Valhalla, Black Scout Survival. Boomer is what? I can't say it on there no more. I got in trouble. But I find it odd because in her very post that I commented on, she was going hard on Tucker. And she literally, I think the difference between me and her is she didn't fully spell out the word, and I did. I just straight said she was one. Right, the tall one, the short one. Yeah. Sleepy Biden, awake one. I mean, take your pick. Jim Carrey seems to be... I don't know if he was mind fucking us all along or what, but Jesus. Thomas Massey posted this. School. See what the hell it is. Clock kicking on that news report. Man. I assume Larry Loomer must be associated to Looney Loomer, or is he fun?
I guess it started. I will keep you updated. I'm in Israel.
Oh, no.
We just got the sirens and went down to the shelters. I guess it started. I will keep you updated. I'm Israel Chai. Hi, everyone. I'm in Israel. We just got the sirens and went down to the shelters. I guess it started. I will keep you updated. I'm Israel Chai.
I mean, that is so shitty.
Hi, everyone. I'm in Israel.
Your own people, it's not right. Get Tucker disgusted. He is thoroughly disgusted right now.
בשריפה על הגג ובסריקה במבנה עד כאן? ברור, עד כאן. חולצו כל הלכודים? אנחנו בסריקות. עדיין בסריקות.
Can't make no making fun of war. Not doing that. Ugh. I'm so worried about the soldiers that are over there. Wow, Charlie Kirk's family friend, Don Yep, revealed new information about Charlie's shifting views away from Christian Zionism. I don't know if y'all watched that, but he was on Barron. Another young, smart dude. And I didn't even... I don't need any more proof or have any doubt that Charlie's views were shifting on everything, including the people around him. I mean, when you're sending out mass texts to multiple people and saying you don't know who you can trust, you feel like they are going to kill you. Really, this is what so she's okay to go on here and say some dumb shit like this. He doesn't even acknowledge her. And she's just, this is like 3 days in a row of him talking shit about his mom abandoning him. What is your purpose, Laura Looney? Because he's a truth teller. Yeah, did kind of wake up a little late. But he did wake up. Oh. That's Stu Peters going ham on. Oh boy, Lindsey Graham and Donald Trump. You're a homosexual. You're a homosexual that hires young male prostitutes and pour yourself out to the Jersey government. Turn profit back to mass murder. Wow. And did you know in this picture, I did not know this until today, that lady right here next to Erika that looks like she's actually really crying, that is the mother of that poor girl that was stabbed on the bus. And all they did was talk about her. They didn't. Ugh. Look at her poor face. She's smiling, happy. This lady is suffering. And I didn't know about ChatGPT until today, so if you don't know, now you know. Cancel and delete ChatGPT after they agreed to let the Department of War use their AI tech for digital mass surveillance of Americans. Oh boy. Autonomous weaponry. I use ChatGPT. I quit using, I was using Claude and Grok, but you know, Grok is Elon, but I think the first time I used Claude, I asked something about Charlie Kirk and it told me that Charlie Kirk was not dead. I was like, wait, what? No, I'm not, that doesn't work. Sorry, I keep hearing. Hopefully you're not here from the police to about my hate speech. I don't hate people, guys. Don't hate nobody. I don't like bullies either. Yeah, if you want updates from the White House, you can text POTUS. You might not get the truth, but what the hell? Iran has been hammering Dubai nonstop, targeting U.S. military bases, and there you are, folks. That's all of our people. I mean, we infiltrated them. I could not even imagine being over there or living this kind of life where you're in a bomb shelter, or and some of these people aren't even that lucky. Like at Gaza. It's gonna be bad. Be a really bad one. That's look, it's the US soldier. Scary.
Is compromised. Now I have a message for the American people. Last December, I encouraged you to give this new administration a chance. Time is up. Our government is compromised. Tyrants get promoted and patriots get punished. I am very concerned that we are on the brink of losing our constitutional republic to tyranny. We came extremely close during COVID, and it seems to me like everyone has already forgotten that it even happened. There has been no rectification and absolutely no accountability. The only way that I see we the people taking back our country is a ground-up revolution. We must abandon the America First movement as well as both political parties. I am calling for the God First, Liberty Second movement to be born in the United States of America. This will take at least 8 to 12 years to accomplish. We must first take municipal seats, then county seats, then state seats, and then we will take back our federal government.
Not wrong.
If the spirit of patriotism burns within you, you are called to the work. For many are called, but few are chosen. We need those who otherwise never would have gotten involved in politics to step up and serve. What would your qualifications be? I can't say. But I can share what the Lord personally impressed upon me to qualify for me to participate in his work, and maybe it will guide you in seeking your calling. Number 1, you must keep yourself above reproach. If you have any vices, you must abandon them. Pornography, any sexual sin, any addiction, unrighteous anger, and pride were a few that were impressed upon me. The enemy of all freedom will use anything you do against you, so only do good. 2, you must prioritize your health and fitness. If you do not have
I wonder if he knows that his name is on his shirt.
Toward hard cover here. The city's getting hit very hard. Come with me. And you're going to see behind us, we got to move. There's a lot of incoming fire right now toward Tel Aviv. And so just stay with us. We got to go. Our security. So we're going to stay live with you, but we got to move toward hard cover here. The city's getting hit very hard. Come with me. And you're going to see behind us, we got.
Why aren't these people in shelters? Look, I like to report news, but I don't like to report it that much. Or I'm going to stand out there. Ew. Gonna have to do that on a Zoom.
العالمین والصلاة والسلام علی رسول الامین. مسلمانانو او د افغان د بهادر قوم بچو مونږ اسلامي امارات افغانستان دا اعلان کړی دی چې اسرائیل کومه حمله هم په ایران باندې وکړلې دغه مونږ پورا حمایت کوو ځکه چې ایران ډېر د فتنې ریاست دی دا د مسلمانانو خلاف ډېر سازشونه کړي دي دا د مونږ افغاني ورونه هم در په در کړل او د لوکې نه په زور زبردستی وخت کړه څوک هم چې د ایران خلاف کاروایی کوي.
I mean, they have a way of convincing just about anybody, don't they? Jesus Christ. If World War III is necessary for Israel to survive, so be it. Israel first? Is America first? What? And I also got in trouble for telling her that if she thought so highly of a place the size of New Jersey, why don't you go live there? Go shove it down. Go live there. Stop shoving it down our throat. Ain't none of us out here saying anything. Oh gosh, I hope we don't. Hope we don't, guys. I mean, I think it's going to have a big impact on our troops that are over there. But I don't think it's true. I don't think what was being fed to Trump and what he fed to us or what the narrative was, I don't think it's true. I don't think they had nuclear or was reworking on it or whatever. I think they're just being bullies and want to take it over. So I don't pray that. I mean, I pray for everybody. I don't want our soldiers up there getting hit either. I don't want these people dying, innocent people dying. This is a fact.
Bibi's running around, this is a fact, I'm not guessing about this, because I talked to people he said it to, is running around the Middle East, his region, and his own country, and telling people, point blank, just stating it, I control the United States, I control Donald Trump. He's saying that, and I dare them to say that's not true. Bibi, not the nation of Israel, not Israelis, and certainly not Jews, whatever that means, the leader, the secular prime minister of a country is doing immense harm to Donald Trump's presidency, to the United States, and to the world. This is an unbalanced person whose only real concern is for himself. He's meddling in an extensive way in American politics. He's loathed by the entire world. He needs the United States, and yet at the same time, he has this patronizing attitude toward Donald Trump, demeaning Trump to people Trump knows, separating from Bibi immediately, I think, is an essential next move. But objectively, that is absolutely necessary, and very soon, because he is hurting his own country, our country, and the world. Period.
And even still, Tucker still, he is our president, and he will defend him until the very end. But I mean, he over there running his mouth like, yeah, I'm running Donald Trump. Does appear that way. Does appear that way. Jesus. I think we can all agree it would be pretty funny if, in response to the attacks, Iran accidentally blew up Tucker's new house. But we're evil. Demonic.
Our soldiers are gonna be in Israel, right now as we speak, in order to defend the Israelis. Do the Israelis pay for our military? Are they the ones who are shelling out $1 trillion a year for our military? No, they're not. We pay for our military. Why are our soldiers based in Israel? Why do we have F-22 Raptors in Israel in order to protect Israel?
Great point. Hop on a plane and leave. I don't know how true that is, but where are they going? Yeah, I agree, 100%. They've infiltrated. Yeah, it's clear. It's not just about bending a knee. For the love of God. Why is he so obsessed with being liked? That to me seems like it's like a mental imbalance. Like, what, my guy, what is the issue here? What is your obsession with every country and all the people bending a knee or kissing your ass? I mean, I don't quite get it. You already got our flipping president. Why you gotta have everybody else too? Elon, you can now select topics for your timeline. So if you're tired of political rage bait, you can select something else. It's all rage bait. Literally, quite literally, it's all rage bait. Oh, I didn't say that. Just like this guy.
You're saying what you're trying to claim.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a genuine person. I mean, that's just who he is every single person that he would run into. I mean, his goal was honest and true. It was to try to convert them to.
Yes. Tell us something we don't know, Tyler. Tell us something we don't know. It was your goals and motives that are in question. Thank you, sir. If you ask me, he is the starting point of all of this. It all started with him. He is the thread to it all. Why this guy's got a picture of friggin' Hillary Clinton in the background. Yeah, he's the connecting thread to all of it. Not a big fan. Charlie would be highly disgusted. Yeah, and how would they feel if Baron got sent over there? And for God's sake, do you see how tall this boy is? We watched Baron from the first go round. He was just a little feller. And then when I seen him at some of the rallies or speeches, I was like, there's no way that's him. Jihumas, he's tall as hell. Ugh. Right. That guy. He is the connecting thread. He knew Lori Fratzve before he knew Erika. I believe that they prepped her for meeting Charlie, thus the reason the holier than thou. Yes, I haven't been in a relationship with anybody. I'm a Christian and Bible verses, and I feel like the moment he died, she turned into a demon. Like, this lady is evil. Her eyes, her demeanor, her reaction. Can't stand that she cannot speak for herself. Like, I don't know if you've noticed this, but every single people within that orbit has came out and got themselves on interviews lying and locking themselves in, including her, except for Dan Flood and Stacey Sheridan. And Rick Cutler are the only three people that I can think of that hasn't said boo since that's happened. He is evil. He is the definition of evil, in my opinion, allegedly. Something's not right with her whole family. And it kind of makes... I really can't wrap my head around Charlie's family. I mean, he seems like I can go way back on Charlie with his family and school and pictures, and he looked like such a well-rounded, happy kid. Why is his family not saying anything? I don't know what to make of that. Like, I find it strange. Like, I get not wanting to be in the spotlight or whatever, but this is their son, their brother. I mean, do they not have an opinion about this trial or anything? It's strange. You think? Oh, man. Surely not. I mean, quite frankly, if you think about it, neither of their families, including Erika's, have said nothing. Or, well, his was seen a couple times, but hers not at all. It's just very strange. The whole thing is just very strange. And to see all this lunacy going on. I mean, surely they had to have a clue who he was married to. That, moms know. That girl ain't no good. But I haven't seen none of them say anything. Or, I mean, I know they attended his memorial and all that, but I know Tyler Robinson's mom is beside herself. And Jack Posobiec, or whatever that guy's name is, that keeps trying to spin the narrative that Tyler Robinson's parents turned him in. That is a lie. This was all set up from the beginning. Right. Yes. Yes, make it make sense. Please do. It doesn't. It can't. You won't convince anybody that this makes any sense. Or how about Bibi announcing the death of Charlie Kirk before the US even did? It's strange. So who do you think, I mean, knowing that, who do you think everybody there was involved? Yeah, badly. I mean, just the weirdness of all of it. I went back and looked at campus events prior to this, just to, so I could convince myself that I wasn't crazy, because other campus events, it was all college students. Like, this one was oddly grown folks, like grown. And it was just all very weird, and their behaviors were all weird. The auctioning off of the car, the paving over the crime scene, just every single bit of it. Just it's not right. Tyler Robinson didn't do this. Those Discord messages, that was all made up. And I knew that right from the rip. Listening to them talk about that, I was like, dude, that does not. I don't care whether you think this person is gay or not. Kids don't talk like that. It's just, if they can do it to them, they can do it to anybody. I know, yeah. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Anything to distract from them Epstein files. Yeah. I know, that's awfully ballsy, though, if you... That is awfully ballsy. Like, do you think Trump knew? He sure jumped up and was a lot of faith in somebody. I can't... No. I don't know. This is a shit show. I do know that. It doesn't appear that it's going to be getting better anytime soon. Yeah. He was so much bolder and stronger the first go round. Like, what happened? It's not like he needed money. Maybe he wanted to re-up from paying for the ballroom. I don't know, but I had high hopes for him. I really did. Now it seems that that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. That is done. And really can't even look forward to the next election or anything about it, because they're all one of a kind and in the same. Probably would trust if maybe Tucker ran. I know he won't, but Tucker ran, I believe I'd probably vote for him. I think that would be a safer place. But right now, I suspect that we're going to feel this, and we're going to feel it pretty good. I don't mean by bombs, but I mean, I think our Constitution is going to be affected tremendously. Yes, Ian Carroll 2028. Hey, all about it. I am not even mad at you. Let's get that going. Ian is so smart. Like, the research that he does and the way he puts things, he's super smart. He truly is. He's super smart. I love Ian. Ian hooked me up. He didn't even know me. He shouted me out because of my daughter, and then he did a video call with me and gave me some tips. He's so humble. He's willing to help anybody. He's so humble. He's a great dude. He really is. Oh God, no. 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 And personally, in my opinion, I don't think women should be president. We got way too many hormones and anger running through us to be running countries. I'd be down for Ian, though. Ian, Tucker. Definitely be down for that. Maybe Thomas Massey. I don't really know a whole lot about him. I just know that he's fought like hell with these Epstein files, which, yeah, no, not me for VB. Nope. Them two together would be amazing. Tucker is very in the know. As far as politics goes, and Ian is very super smart. And both want nothing but good. I don't know, guys. It's a little scary and depressing all at the same time. Yeah, maybe at home, but not running countries. I agree. So, were you guys here in the beginning when I pulled a Baron? Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody that I pulled a Baron. I'm embarrassed. What do you think the chances are that? Well, thanks. I try, and I am definitely all about the truth, which is what got me started in this whole endeavor. So, did you see the pictures of Erika and Tonya? Ian actually told me that was one of that I guess he had watched a video and he liked my honesty. Of course, he also thought I would take off and do really, really good. I'm getting there, little by little. And obviously, I have more intent than just Charlie Kirk, but it really bothers me. Charlie Kirk bothers me. Honestly, the Nancy Guthrie is disturbing to me. Like, why does this keep happening with no answers? Like, this lady did not just disappear. It's so crazy. So I contemplated, did I want to go to Utah first or did I want to go to Arizona first? Because there's a lot of shady shit going on in Arizona too. Like, LLC popping up and owning children group homes, and the state is funding and allowing these kids to go to these group homes, and these kids are running away and turning up dead. And again, I mean, surprise, Arizona. The first check that I did was I'm in Indiana right now. the first check that I did was the place that was here had been shut down because of funky shit. Hi. Is Swadden in there? Nice to have you here. Thank you for coming. We have been enjoying all of this. That's a great day, yes. But the place that was shut down here, the CEO that was running it, actually, I found in Surprise, Arizona. And that's really where all of this started for me. I'm like, wait a minute. I ran him and I figured out he's in this place. He's in another group home doing the exact same shit. Girls are turning up dead. And then I find out that a lot of her family is coming from Surprise, Arizona as well. And well, gosh, I really want to go to Arizona too. Like, I'd like to see Fort Huachuca and Surprise, Arizona in particular. And I actually have a friend out there that he would take me and my daughter around the area. So we'll see. But I think Utah's first on the list. At least I'm trying to talk myself into it. Going to book the tickets, and I'm like, do I really want to go there? Is it safe? Is anything even safe anymore? Really? And if you go, are you even going to be told the truth about anything? Nah. No. That's why we just got to keep talking about it and keep it up in the front and keep looking into it. Look how much we've uncovered. In a short period of time. I mean, I think it was very, very obvious at the very beginning. Nobody believed that bullshit narrative. Nobody. And then rather quickly, it started unfolding really quick. And I don't know why they thought that they could get away with a college campus where there was going to be a bunch of cell phones recording it. Right? It's like, it's discouraging. Ah. Swayed inner. Is that right? Swayed inner? Thank you for coming. We were just talking about Ian, actually. Ian's a great dude. He really does a lot. I mean, I was just telling everybody else, he's so humble. Really a great dude. And I've been watching him since really he started. He's changed so much. Always been smart, but changed so much. Yeah, I'm definitely glad to have you guys here. Ian inspired me for sure. He is amazing. And you don't really get are so smart and amazing and I mean he has such a huge following. I mean he can't even go out in public without people recognizing him. And the most humble person that you could ever meet. Aw, thanks. I'm quite in level amazing, but hopefully someday. It's truly unreal to know how humbling he is. He's very humble. He's a good dude. And he has a big heart. So Miss Swadener. Don't tell on me on the beginning of the video. I had no audio. I pulled a Baron. I did. I am embarrassed. It's my daughter's fault. I'm just going to leave it at that. I was talking away and watching away and had no audio. But we worked through it. So I don't know, guys. If there's anything that you want me to look into or cover, or drop it in the comments, or you can email me and I'd be happy to do it. And I would love to, and I don't know if you guys watch Brandy and Billy, but they rock too. Awesome. They're super awesome. And they've been going in person to the trial for, well, it's not even trial yet, but they've been going to court with Tyler Robinson. They do a lot of good work. But I am going to get off here. I've kept you guys long enough. I think we've been going 2 hours. I hope you guys stick around. Like, subscribe. Stay with me, I promise. Audio next time. I know Baron does too, but I mean it. I mean it, guys. I mean it. I will have audio. And everything will be showing like it's supposed to. And I hope everybody has a good, safe night. Try to stay safe. Let's keep prayers up for yucky stuff going on. Thank you. You're so inspiring. Thank you. Thank you. So good night, you guys. And I will see you again, no doubt, tomorrow. Hopefully, if you join me. Until then, good night. I don't have a P.O. box. I do. I would have to think on that. Let you know. I have a P.O. box, so. Thank you, guys. Thank you, seriously, for all the support. And I so enjoyed sitting here chatting. It's been awesome. Like, I have been doing the recording, but I definitely like being on here and being able to interact with people more than anything. Thank you again. And good night to everybody. I will see you again tomorrow.